team? It's your boy Neal, back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are, back with some more of the Russell Howard Hour. Being a teacher is one of the hardest jobs in this country. And I know he's talking about the UK, but here in America, all over the world, it's one of the hardest jobs. One of the hardest, I'm not saying the hardest job, one of the hardest jobs all over the world. Before we jump in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got, Russell?
Let's talk about teaching. Now, this summer, I interviewed loads of school kids about politics, and for me, it was an absolute joy. What do you think a lion would be like in -20? What do you think? Very good. Very good. What about a woodpecker at 14?
Hey, you gotta love kids, bro. You got to love kids. Oh my Jesus.
14. Excellent. Yeah, it was really good. And it got me thinking, it'd be great being a teacher, hanging out with funny kids, watching their minds grow, playing a vital role in society. But then when you look into being a teacher, oh my God, it's one of the hardest jobs in this country.
The number of teachers signed off with stress has almost doubled in the past 5 years.
71% of London's teachers say they've had physiological or mental health issues at work.
Crazy.
1 in 5 said they'd suffered from panic attacks. Over half had struggled.
1 in 5 teachers suffered from panic attack. That's insane.
With insomnia or difficulty sleeping, while 17% had been formally diagnosed with depression.
My God.
No wonder they're depressed. Class sizes are getting ridiculous. I read a story the other day about a class of 64. How can you teach 64 kids? You take
In
the
high
register
school?
and then the fucking bell would go.
Yes.
Imagine dealing with 64 primary school kids.
That's not possible.
One is hard enough. I was helping my little cousin with his homework the other day, and I went, if you had 9 apples in one hand and 5 in the other, what would you have? He looked at me and went, massive hand.
Nah, 64 kids is crazy. And so primary school age kids too, yeah. That's ridiculous. I don't know any teacher that would be good just consistently teaching like 64 kids every day. I don't know how you can't get the best out of each and every one of them with there being 64. Yeah, that's crazy. That should be against the law to have a class size.
In the other,
class that size.
what would you have? He looked at me and went, massive hand. And some of these little bastards are feral. Listen,
They
right?
are.
There's been a massive surge in the number of primary school students attacking teachers.
Yes.
Who punches a teacher when they're 7? When you're 7, you should be eating Skittles, trying to poo out a rainbow. Not headbutting your maths teacher. And they're not just attacking them in person, they're also having a pop online. Have you heard about Rate My Teacher, right? This was written by a primary school pupil.
No
She
way.
is the worst teacher ever. At the end of the year, I'm setting her on fire.
Oh my God.
Who says that when they're a kid? They shouldn't have Rate My Teacher, they should have Rate My Parents. If your 6-year-old is writing that, then you need to be sterilised. Take some responsibility for what's...
It says your 6-year-old's writing that, then you need to be sterilized. Jesus.
He's writing that, then you need to be sterilised. Take some responsibility for what swam out of your balls or fell out of your fanny. And when the... Yeah, damn right. And when the comments aren't vicious, they're just ridiculous. One parent from Bristol said a teacher was patronising, rude, and couldn't motivate a squirrel. Nobody can motivate a squirrel. It's a fucking squirrel. I've never seen a squirrel TED talk.
How did I get ahead in business? Well, it's a long tail.
It's not even the
my
most
God.
insane criticism. This is honestly one of the maddest headlines you will ever read. According to an expert, teachers who avoid touching children are guilty of child abuse. What? It's child abuse.
You can't win. You can't touch them. You can't not touch them. It's abuse either way, huh? You cannot win, bro. You cannot. You're lose-lose. Everything's a lose-lose. I'm so thankful for the teachers that fill up this profession, bro, because it is a profession that is needed, but I know a lot of less and less people like are going into this profession because it is very stressful, and sometimes it's not the kids, it's the freaking, for me, I think it's the administrations that's putting such a heavy load on these teachers and throwing so much at them and making them teach a certain way and not allowing the teacher to be at their best because they have to do this and that and this and this and this paperwork and that paperwork and this paperwork for this and for that. And it's like, do I actually have time to teach? Like, this is what I wanted to do, like, almost my whole life. I wanted to be a teacher, and like, I didn't know it came with all this administrative work that's really not necessary, I feel like.
Are guilty of child abuse. What? It's child abuse if you don't touch kids. It's mental, isn't it? Show me on an adult where he didn't touch you. That's going to be the weirdest confrontation ever. Just parents, oi, Mr. Hall, why didn't you touch my kid? Not hot enough for you, is it? Uniform not tight enough, is he, Hall? Don't you ever leave my kid alone again. Am I making myself clear? Not really. And teachers aren't just being battered by parents and kids. Austerity is smashing them too. Their real terms pay is decreasing year on year.
Crazy.
They work longer hours than almost any other teachers in the world. And they've got to make savings of $3 billion a year by 2020. And what are they doing? In the face of these cuts, behaving like fucking heroes. Some teachers are buying pens, pencils and paper out of their own pocket.
Crazy.
They're dipping into their own savings to help our children. That is selfless and beautiful and shocking. Imagine the pain of being hit in the back of the head with a rubber, knowing that you fucking paid for
it. That would be very painful. That would be very tough. That might be the last rubber that I bought. It might have to be the last one that I bought.
And they aren't just giving them pencils. Teachers are feeding hungry school kids whose parents are too poor to give them breakfast. How amazing is that? Are you chewing? No. Well, have this sandwich. Any chance your dad could stop going on the internet and calling me a pedo? They're looking after our children. So why aren't we looking after them? Teachers are vital. I had two favourites at school. Number one was Mr. Jones. We used to do that thing where you angle your watch so the sun reflects in his eyes.
Oh, my God.
He went into the store cupboard, bought out a full-length mirror and went, how do you dickheads like it? And number two, Mr. Andrews. He gave me a Lee Evans video and changed my life forever. I mean, I was hoping it was a porno, but the point I'm making, teachers are vital. They make children dream bigger, strive harder, and achieve things they didn't know they were capable of. They are wonderful. Every time I watch this, it reminds me how important they are. Look how this teacher changes this boy's life.
Hello? Miss.
Musharraf has had a severe stammer since childhood. On top of his English lessons, Mr. Burton is giving Musharraf extra help outside the class. Today, he wants to talk to him about an important part of his English GCSE, the speaking exam.
If I give you something to read out...
Oh, yeah.
OK, I am your audience. Okay. Tap it out as much as you need. Sing it if you need to. Can we... Right, one thing, and it's only because I watched the King's speech quite recently, all right?
OK.
One thing he does, right, because it's a very similar thing to you, in that you just can't get the words out. But one thing he does do is he makes him listen to some music, right? And then when he's listening to the music, gets him to do it again.
OK.
Yeah?
OK, that's right.
Go for it. 1, 2, 3.
The I own this is the same moment when the trees unloose their soft arms from around you, the birds take back their language, the cliffs,
Fisher.
the cliffs of Frasier and collapse. The air moves back from you like a wave, and you can't breathe.
Bloody hell. That's insane.
Nah, bro, I
yes.
can't, bro. Cause y'all not finna get the Waterworks going, bro. I'm not doing this. I'm not. I refuse, bro. I can't, bro. I can't. That one touched my heart, bro. That's why the teachers do it. That to see that student have that breakthrough. It's fulfilling. That one touched my heart, bro. Like that almost got the Waterworks going. I'm trying to focus on keeping it in, bro. You teachers are heroes, man. Y'all are absolute heroes, bro. Oh my God, bro. Keep your composure, Neal. That was amazing.
And you can't breathe.
Bloody hell. That's insane.
Yes. Come on. I wanna thank you. I want to thank you today for letting me speak in front of all of you. I wanna especially thank Mr. Burton for helping me overcome my stammer. I really want to thank you all for listening, and I hope the best for all of you, to all my fellow students and teachers.
God dang, bro. I can't, bro. That one right there, nah, that one. I gotta hurry up and finish this video. That's all we got, y'all. That was beautiful. That was such an awesome moment. Shout out to you teachers, you incredible heroes that you are. We gonna end it. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section. It's your boy Neal, out.